The Spirit of Welcome, written and read by Sister Michelle Watson. I don't know about you, but I thoroughly enjoyed Sister Mandy Griffith's article yesterday about hospitality. She reminded us that hospitality is more than just opening your home. It's opening your heart. When I was younger, I associated hospitality with the 3 C's: cooking, cleaning, and company. I knew vaguely that hospitality was more than that, but in practical terms, I figured that if I was inviting people over for dinner, keeping the house reasonably clean and tidy enough for visitors, and having overnight guests regularly, then I was discharging my duty as far as hospitality was concerned. But what if you don't have a house? What if you can't afford to host a meal? Despite what I believed for years, those things actually aren't required for hospitality. Hospitality is something that anyone can do. Hospitality is a spirit of welcome. Hospitality says, "Come on in, you belong right here with me." Hospitality says, "I'm available. I'm not too busy for you." When I arrive at church and someone gives me a big smile and a hug, that's hospitality. When someone listens to me, really listens, and welcomes my thoughts, opinions, and questions, that's hospitality. Some people are like an open door. You know you can go to them with your needs and they won't be annoyed. Other people have a way of knowing when you're not okay, and they invite you to share your burdens and worries. What a gift of hospitality that is. I can go through the motions of hospitality, cooking, cleaning, and having company, but as I've grown in the Lord, I realize that the 3 C's mean nothing unless they are motivated by the 4th and most important C of all: charity. 1 Corinthians 16:14 says to do all things with charity. Charity is the love of God. So really, hospitality is a spirit of loving welcome. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes at church, we have a huge rush of people who arrive, and it's a mad dash for coffee, tea, water, and hot chocolate. One particular day, I was feeling a bit like a barista, and I got cranky. All these drink orders, the service is starting, and we're out of hot cups, oh my! I remember going home feeling very convicted in my heart. Serving these people, many of them visitors who are not baptized, is a prime opportunity to show hospitality. Why am I not making the most of it? How can I make the most of it? Well, I can call people by their first name to show them that they are known and welcome here in our church. I can ask them how their day was, or I can follow up on a prayer request that they made at a previous church service. Or I can simply hand them their coffee with a warm smile and say, "I'm glad you're here today," knowing that when I'm in the service of my fellow beings, I am in the service of my God. Mosiah 2:17, Matthew 25:40 is also relevant here. The last thing I want is for those people to feel like they are inconveniencing me. I want to welcome them the same way that Jesus welcomed people who came to him. He said, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11:28. For me, that is the ultimate declaration of hospitality. I want to acknowledge that we all get stressed and maxed out in different seasons of life. None of us are perfect. Maybe God is prompting a brother or sister to offer you hospitality in some form. It's okay to take a turn being the welcomed rather than the welcomer. As the family of God, we can embody the beautiful spirit of welcome. As a result, we increase in love as we open our hearts to one another. We relearn the lost art of connection. And if that isn't enough, that love is a lighthouse for those in darkness who are seeking a place to rest and belong.